who has ever tried to study for a difficult exam knows this exact feeling. You are staring at a desk covered in scattered notes, 3 open textbooks, and a dozen browser tabs, and your mind goes entirely blank. It is easy to interpret that mental wall as a sign of laziness, but the reality is physical. This is the outward manifestation of cognitive overload. When you sit down to learn something complex, your brain is immediately tasked with 2 competing jobs. It has to organize raw, fragmented pieces of data while simultaneously trying to extract meaning from that data. The mental energy required to sort through this clutter leaves very little room for comprehension. The student is spending their focus on the logistics of the information rather than the logic of it. This animated diagram illustrates a well-documented biological limit known as working memory. Think of working memory as your brain's short-term workspace. For the average human, this workspace only holds about 4 to 7 distinct variables at once. Observe what happens when you introduce a modern study load. You have lecture notes, textbook chapters, and flashcards to sort, categorize, and cross-reference. You are asking the brain to juggle dozens of variables in a system built to hold 7. Once that biological limit is breached, processing speed crashes. The result is the blank stare, the mental equivalent of a computer freezing because too many heavy applications are running in the background. The primary barrier to learning is a reliance on manual information management. We are demanding that our minds act as filing cabinets when they are evolved to be processors. Getting past this barrier requires stepping away from the physical chaos. By opening a laptop and loading up an AI tool, the student shifts the administrative burden away from their own biological hardware. In cognitive science, this is called building an exocortex. It is a secondary, artificial brain drive. You delegate the low-level tasks, sorting, filing, and grouping, to an external system, freeing up your internal system for thinking. Instead of laying out 50 pages of unorganized reading on a desk, the student uploads those chaotic inputs directly into this exocortex. PDF chapters, raw typed thoughts, and scattered lecture transcripts all go into a single digital drop zone. This model shows the immediate background action of the AI. It detects thematic patterns across all those uploaded files and snaps them into an organized network, grouping related concepts together without a single manual keystroke from the student. It then takes that categorized map and translates it into an actionable path. The interconnected web of concepts is sequenced out into a logical timeline, creating a step-by-step daily study plan. By acting as a cognitive administrative assistant, the AI removes the organizational friction that previously stalled the student. The AI does not understand the material, it cannot sit the exam, and it cannot do the actual cognitive work of learning for the human. What it provides is a curated landscape. The human's role is elevated. They no longer build the map from scratch, they simply navigate it. The student brings momentum to the desk, interacting with clear summaries and asking targeted questions to clarify blind spots. This feedback loop keeps the study session moving forward rather than getting mired in the raw data. This division of labor, machines handling the sorting, humans handling the meaning, is how the student bypasses the working memory bottleneck. Return to the student's reality. The desk may still have a few notebooks, but their posture is relaxed, eyes tracking with clear focus. They are executing a structured plan, reading deeply, committing facts to long-term memory, and dynamically testing their knowledge against the landscape the AI prepared. We are moving past the model that required students to act as their own biological filing cabinets. Reducing the cognitive load required to prepare for a session accelerates comprehension. Focus is preserved for the complex subjects because the mental battery is still full when the student arrives at them. The future of learning is a partnership. We delegate the chaos to the machine, leaving our minds free for curiosity, critical thinking, and mastery.